In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the easiest fighting tips that every player should know. These tips will not only improve your fighting, but also improve every other aspect of your game. If this ends up helping you, then please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below what you want to see next. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is how to properly replace walls and use angles to your advantage. It is almost 2025 and I still see people double swinging on walls when it's the easiest way to get pre-fired. When approaching a box, you want to do it at an angle that'll give you a right hand peek. And whenever you're trying to replace a wall, always use your guns, but try not to use your pickaxe as much.
So unfortunately, my main mic stopped working for some reason, so I have to do my shitty mic. But anyways, like I was saying, pickaxe timing is really predictable and it leads to pre-fires. So on screen, I'm going to show you guys the best ways to replace a wall. Now I'm going to show you guys a scenario that usually happens in a fight. So basically, imagine this guy in the box in front of me is pressuring me when I'm low. Basically what I want to do is, as he's pressuring me, edit out to the side, bait him, and then edit back. He's going to expect you to be on the side, but you edit back. Now you probably want to do it a little bit slower because you actually want to bait him and not robotically just edit out to the side for no reason. Every move you do in Fortnite has to have a meaning behind it and a purpose. Moves like this come naturally and are just an example of your fighting IQ. And basically this move is a great way to do counter damage, which is basically when you're low and your opponent is not expecting you to be fighting back, but instead running away and trying to heal. Instead, you do a move like this for counter damage and it catches your opponent off guard. Now the next thing I want to talk about is exit control, and it's manipulating your opponent into moving into the direction you want them to move. So basically just putting pre-piece everywhere and forcing them to move and edit into a certain direction. Having pieces set up like this essentially just forces your opponent to stay away and avoid it completely and edit into a different direction, and then you can use the other pre-piece to piece control your opponent. And examples of this can be shown in the best fighters, especially Marius. Speaking of Marius, if you guys want to learn more fighting tips and how to fight like him and other pros who have earned up to millions of dollars, then I recommend you check out Destiny's Fighting Masterclass. Here you'll learn secret techniques that the pros are hiding, and even the routines of the best pros in the world. So if you want to check it out, then click the link in the description. One underrated thing when it comes to fighting in Fortnite is your movement. The better you are at movement, the more fights you will win. So basically sliding, sprinting, mantling, stuff like that. Those things are going to improve your fighting by a lot. Having bad movement is not utilizing these mechanics, and then also having your body exposed on peaks, not moving out of the way in time for shots, standing or crouching too close to a wall, and standing or crouching in one spot for a long time. These examples of bad movement are typically what I see in bad controller players and new keyboard players. So instead of making a peak like this where your head is exposed, what you can do is edit and then sprint, jump, and then shoot. This ensures that you get a safe right hand peek and makes it harder for your opponent to track and hit you. And it would be really beneficial if you started to do sprinting and sliding into your builds. So for example, you could do clicks 90s, sprint 90s, and also side jumps. So whenever you're free building, you can start to implement sprinting and sliding while editing into your builds, and this will build up your skill so that you can actually use this in game. Again, you will always see the best fighters try to sprint and slide as much as they can. And the final thing I want to talk about that'll make you a better fighter guaranteed is learning how to place walls and cones far away. You can place walls to up to a tile away. So if you're trying to do a wall replace, you can do it from the safety of your box with like a window peak or a peanut butter peak. Any peak like that, you can easily just shoot the wall out, replace it, and get peace. But you have to remember that to even place these builds in the first place, you need to have good crosshair placement and know exactly where to do it. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys learned anything new, comment down below. And if you want to know the best piece control moves that you need to learn, click on this video.